Welcome, true believers, elite legend, back at you with another figure from the brand new Captain Marvel Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure wave. Today we are taking a look at my most anticipated figure from the line. It is the comic book version of Grey Gargoyle. It's a bit disappointing seeing a lot of reviewers in the YouTube community not having either a lack of knowledge on the Grey Gargoyle or a lack of respect for this classic character created way back in 1964 by the dynamic duo of Jack Kirby and Stan Lane. Way back in '64, he made his debut in an issue of Journey into Mystery as he challenged the mighty Thor. He also, over the years, battled Captain America, trying to get his hands on Weapon X. He's faced off against the Avengers. He's faced off against the Incredible Hulk. A laundry list of great superheroes have scuffled with the Grey Gargoyle. This character, many have said that it's not accurate to the comics. However, it is accurate to the comics, as you see here with the issue number 236 of Iron Man behind us. This is pretty much spot on from how he appears in that comic. Now, a little bit of background on the Grey Gargoyle, also known as Paul Pierre Duval. He was a chemist. His experiment went sideways, and in the Marvel way, when an experiment goes sideways, it can only result in him having some type of superhuman strength or ability. In Duval's case, it gave him the ability to turn anything he touches into stone. So when you're faced with something like that, you can go one or two ways. You can be a hero, you can use it for good, or you can use it for capital gain and become a villain. So what he did was he rubbed himself all over, put on a mask and a cape, and he went on a crime spree, proclaiming himself to become the Grey Gargoyle. Now, that, my friend, is living life the Marvel way. Now, again, with great power comes the desire to have even more of it for a longer period of time. That's why he went after Thor, he went after Mjolnir, he wanted to have immortality. He went after Weapon X, and he just continued to serve as a goon and a henchman for many other top villains in the Marvel Universe. He ended up aligning himself with the Masters of Evil, and to this day, he still is relevant in the Marvel Universe. Unfortunately, not relevant enough to get respect in this wave. And this continuing trend of Marvel Legends collectors being more inclined to collect figures from the Marvel Cinematic Universe rather than picking up a comic book. It's only $9.99 if you want to subscribe to the subscription, and you can actually have access to the entire library of Marvel, and that would be with Marvel Unlimited. Or you can just pick up old comics, usually $1 in the bins at comic book stores. Know your history. The reason why we're all here today is because of the comics, whether you respect them or not. Now, I'm going to get off my soapbox, so let's take a closer look at the Grey Gargoyle. As you see here, the figure, while it does not look like he's chiseled out of stone, it does have a great sculpt. The feet appear to be original. I know that's a big point of contention with a lot of the reviewers. Instead of talking about the figure, they talk about what parts were reused as if that's important. This is a $20 figure, guys, and it doesn't come with a costume made in a factory in Asia, which I guess will make it lose some cool points. However, you see here, he comes with the Kree Sentry head. So there's only one piece left that I need to actually build the Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure. The figure has what appears to be glitter mixed into the mold. He has a mask, he has his cape, it's strapped on, that is comic book accurate. The gloves and boots, or slip-ons, whatever you want to call them, are also comic book accurate. The feet appear to be a brand new mold. I don't recall these being used before. But again, I'm not a stickler for reuse. I just want cool characters to put on the shelf. When you look at my shelves, you don't sit there and think about, oh, this was reused, this was reused. You actually see a wide assortment of different colorful characters that catch the eye, which is what caught my eye when I was a young kid in the comic section, looking at all the various different colors and characters. So here you see me trying to recreate the copy of 236, Iron Man 236. You see my Iron Man figure there. They're both up on flight stands. Unfortunately, he does not have a peg hole in the back. However, this stand, it's a NECA stand. I just have him, I took the clip off, and you can just have him sit up there like so. Figure comes with all the articulation you would expect. His articulation is not really hindered by the cape. As you see, he has those straps, but his arms do go up all the way. He has the double jointed elbows. He has the ab crunch. His belt does not hinder articulation either. It's simply there to, and it also is accurate. As you see, he does have a belt in the comic. I'll zoom in on that in a moment so you can see. But he has all the articulation you would come to know from a Marvel Legend. He has his ankle hinge, his ankle rocker. However, with my Grey Gargoyle, he will not be standing on the shelf. He's going to be in some type of flight pose, as he does have the gift of limited flight. He's going to be taking up his spot on the shelf for the Masters, on the shelf with his fellow Masters of Evil, as he was a Master of Evil between 87 and 88, which was kind of the Grey Gargoyle's resurgence in the Marvel Universe. Now, as you see here, this is a close-up of the comic. See the very accurate. So for those that said that this is not comic book accurate, I recommend picking up some comics. And there you have it, guys. That is my Grey Gargoyle. I highly recommend this figure. If you are a classic collector of the Marvel Legends line, this guy is a gaping hole in your collections that is no longer there anymore. He's going to take up his spot with the Masters of Evil. Take a look at my collection video that I'll be debuting very soon. I'm going to show off my collection. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that way you can see when new videos are up. My next video is going to be featuring the final piece of the Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure, so we'll be building that. This weekend I'm going to be in a part of my Tag Team Toy Collectors group, headed by Kevin. It's going to be on his page, the leader of the Tag Team Toy Collectors. We're going to be live streaming this Saturday the 12th, so check that out. Make sure you check out the content of the fellow Tag Team Toy Collectors. Just a bunch of average guys collecting what we love. Now, until next time, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think about this figure. Let me know what you think about the Grey Gargoyle. Let me know what you think about the Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure. Will you be building this figure? Will you be collecting this wave? And until next time, guys, go ahead and make mine Marvel.